Hey, what's going on?
We got to get...
We can't... Please. You ever heard of a surgeon's yacht? That's... Okay, you never... Let's chill to something upbeat and calm. What? Good choice. Look, there's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist. Of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all... Oh, come on. I actually... Hey, and thank goodness to speak for you. And to think it all... He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher. Unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer, and that's because he was a musician. Remember? Down came the rain, washed the fucker out. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages. I went back to fiddling with the instrument a little bit when we moved with Lena. Nothing serious, though. Tinkering with synth loops was more of my thing. Luckily, we're not here to perform music. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it? Man, I'm telling you, right? Hello?
Jan, this is Maxwell. I have to say, I am disappointed.
What about?
Your wife, Lena Berg? I thought you were supposed to keep her out of this.
Too bad, boss. That's what you get, bitch.
I'm sorry, man, but I have no control over her. She puts her oar into everything, you know?
Jan, this is no laughing matter. Your wife just accused me of negligence before the board. You do realize I am going to face a lot of scrutiny now. We are going to face it.
Not really, I don't care. On my ass on the line, it's yours.
Luckily for you, her ignorant meddling didn't delay the dispatching of your rescue mission.
About time.
Oh, so you're not happy with my methods either? Please don't make me regret stepping in to save you. At least tell me your cargo is all right.
My altars? They're doing fine.
I was asking about Rapidium.
It's safe.
It's interesting they were the first thing that came to your mind. Very telling. Have you created many?
Why so curious?
You think it's none of my business? It will be, sooner or later. You know, I did try to test the waters a little back home about the possible fate of your potential crew. before your wife barged in with her self-righteous attitude and sabotaged all my subtle advances.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too early, Jan.
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board of a corporation for being nice. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
At least he's honest.
Wait a second. Don't you work for them?
I work with them, Jan. Does it mean I can't have dreams of my own?
Dreams? What dreams?
Would you laugh if I told you I believe we can change the face of the world? Like depleting resources, insufficient food production, they're just symptoms. We could get to the cause.
How?
Think, Jan. You can see it clearly now. The truth about life. Because what is it really? Nothing but a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
And you think this is it?
Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about Rapidium as the opportunity for us to stop being slaves to chaos. That is why, contrary to the members of the board, I will sacrifice everything to protect your mission.
It feels good to have somebody on my side.
I'm glad you appreciate that, Jan. Let's try to avoid any more misunderstandings in the future. Maybe it's my fault. I should have been more open with you from the start.
About what?
You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself. I used to be a geneticist, preoccupied by scientific work, exciting, promising experiments.
So, the old research Lucas dug up.
Yes, it was mine.
You're responsible for all this. The mine records, the branching.
It's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
Who commissioned these experiments?
I can't say any more, Jan. Especially when the board is all over me with their questions. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue my work. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together, they could get the wrong idea, if you know what I mean.
That you're experimenting again?
That I'm using the situation to turn things around for myself.
Aren't you?
That's quite a harsh accusation, considering the mess I've got you out of, Jan Dolsky.
Okay. I get it.
I'm not sure you do. You see, things may get harder for you soon.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your alters, at least some of them, will differ significantly from yours.
Are you trying to scare
Oh, yeah.
me?
I just want you to prepare.
For what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, we're both in uncharted territory. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's found a good location.
Good. I'll be waiting.
In the meantime, wish me luck with the mess down here. I'll get back to you when the storm dies down.
Oh. I noticed how much time you waste on other people's quarrels. I wouldn't call that a waste of time. Well, I just did. Focus on work, please. There's really a lot to do.
Dude is like a sunshine. Place. Perovsky, sunshine, there.
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want to play? How about something from our old repertoire? We had a few hits up our sleeves. For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote? True. That could be a bit awkward. But we had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics. Something fresh and relatable to, well, our audience. And by audience, you mean? Us, obviously. Let's write about us. What do you think, Jan? I don't know. I was never much of a writer, so I guess that means none of us are. Oh, come on. We can do it together. Share our experiences. Just pour our hearts into those lyrics. Oh, that's how true poetry works, man. What exactly would you write about? Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew. What unites us, what divides us. I would add something about the love that we share. All good songs are about love. Right. We could have a few verses about things we lost along the way. Sounds like a plan. I'll take the first verse. You, Brainiac? What about me? You didn't think you'd get away with it, did you? You're not gonna leave me alone, are you? Nope. We're in this together. Fine. Give me the shortest part. And what'll you sing about? Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's add some meaning to this pointless activity. Okay, then. Jan, your turn. You take the second verse. What are you gonna sing about? I could sing about all the things we've been through. Well, that could work. You could start with something like, on the path I left behind. How about, I've been roaming with no guiding light. Yeah, but I'm no longer left all by myself. We've got a common goal in sight. All right, looks like we've got it. Let's just get this over with. Come on, even you can take the stick out of your ass once in a while. Okay, here goes. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around, things never said. In quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. On the path I left behind, I've been roaming with no guiding light, but I'm no longer left all by myself. We've got a common goal in sight, and though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. Oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight. Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly. Are you sure we're not moving? More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system. My what? We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious. Curious? In what way? I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them. Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan? Almost. Hey, you feeling all right? Honestly, been better. Yeah. I need to replenish my electrolytes. Would be easier if we had any isotonics left in the storage room. Someone must have got to them first. I wonder what's the source of organic matter on this planet. Hey, you feeling all right? What? I don't remember anything from last night, except for waking up in the technician's bed, which I'd rather forget. Hey, you feeling all right? I think my metabolism of glucose might have been affected. I'm finding it hard to concentrate. That's exactly what I feared. This party was premature.
me to take care of this? Hey, man. Want me to lend a hand with this?
Hey, you feeling all right?
Yep. Yeah.
Just a little dizzy after last night. I don't think I ate enough fatty foods. Not that we have any in here. Could have made more pierogi.
Would you like me to address that? Would you like me to go there? Sin to behave like this. Should I move there? Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
long day, huh? I discovered something new. An anomaly that seemed to be pulsating.
Pulsating, as in shrinking and expanding.
Yeah, and it seemed to have two cores inside.
Very interesting. Thank you for bringing this observation to me. I suppose destroying it will be easier if you time your movement accordingly to the pattern in which it pulsates?
Huh. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. You wanted to talk?
Yes, I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. We'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes.
Great. I feel safer already.
But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right?
I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal.
Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile.
What do you mean?
I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. Two types of deposits, to be precise. Organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard-of ecosystem.
Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery.
Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there.
I'm definitely gonna send you there, dude.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Catch a bite later?
Alright, the doctor this time. The dog.
another kind of anomaly? Sure distorting gravity around here. We'll need to think of a way to deal with it if we want to push on. Hey, I took a closer look at our obstacle. It looks like something is distorting the gravity field around here. Good thing our base stopped, or we'd just be floating around in the air like those rocks.
Amazing. The sheer scale of it. I wonder if it's related to the interval.
Yeah, this planet, so full of mysteries. It's almost a shame we need to get out of here in a hurry. I can take the pressure, don't worry. But we can't expect to deal with a problem if we don't understand it properly. How do you suggest we go about it? We'll need to start by collecting more data about the field distortion characteristics. The base should have blueprints for a device called a gravity sensor. Once you craft it, it needs to be placed somewhere high to cover as much ground as possible. We're in a canyon, right? So maybe a ledge somewhere high up would be good. I'll mark potential spots on your map. Okay, I'm on it. Bite later?
Time to wake
Hey
up,
there.
Mr. Doctor.
Time to wake up.
Of course, he has the glasses.
Don't be freaked out, okay? Everything's fine. Yeah, of course. Right. So, where do you think you are? Well, looks like I'm where I'm supposed to be. And not. Well, it's a mining mission. Remember signing up for that? Getting on board the ship? Going into cryosleep? Yes, I do. But why do I feel as if I'm looking in a distorted mirror? Are you? Me? Is this some kind of metaphysical experience? In a way, you could say that. But before we get into it, I need to ask you some routine questions. You know who you are? Sound question. Lifetime isn't enough to find the answer. Look, it's not a test. Stating your name and role on this mission will be enough. Okay. In that case, my name is Jan Dolsky. I volunteered to join the crew as a physician. I passed all the tests. They told me my resume was adequate. So, what went wrong? To be honest with you, a lot of things went wrong. This will sound disturbing, but my name is Jan Dolsky, too. I'm the one who went on this mission, but things got complicated and I needed help. So, I decided to create alternative versions of myself with different memories of their lives, different skills, and you're one of them. What? Wait, does that mean, yeah, you're my alter. But my life, I was supposed to. I wanted to make amends. And you can still do that, believe me. Plenty of good deeds to be done here. You don't understand. I need to fix things. Everything's connected. My scars, the blisters on my hands. Wow. They're so impeccable. And my tattoo, it's gone. What happened to me? Who am I? Calm down, please. I know this is a lot to process, but it might help you to know that you're not the first to be going through this. Talking to the others might help you understand it all better. Take your time. Try to settle in gradually. Read the mission logs. Mission logs? I'm not dead, right? This isn't it. No, man. Your life has just begun. Huh. The absurd man says yes, and his efforts will henceforth be unceasing. Come again? Oh, just, a quote that came to me from, never mind. Just get some rest.
I'm gonna put the doctor on the work. No rest. The doctor. I gotta go work. Oh, mathematic. Mathematic, but is it better? Where's the medical room? This is what I need, the infirmary.
Hey, man. The fridge looks empty.
I can't really right now.
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
Guys can't do anything now. There's food in here, just not cooked meat. Cooked meal. What's wrong with that? Yeah, working on it, I guess.
Hey, what's the matter? I was wondering, is it just me, or do you have it too? Have what? A splitting headache that won't go away no matter what I do. And a bad stomach too. Ever since that damn party. Well, I don't want to be insensitive, but maybe you should have gone easy on the booze. Ha ha, very funny. You think I can't handle my liquor? Should have seen me in my best days. Nah, this is different. I'm starting to think that shit got bad somehow. We never checked its expiry date. Could have mold in it or some bacteria.
I think I got a doctor.
Okay, man. Just take it easy for now and don't forget to hydrate properly. Yeah. Don't worry. I won't be slowing you down. Even Molly's not there for me when I need her. Look at her. Sulking in her little space. I hope none of those idiots plied her with that rotten stuff.
You have a repeating, why not just make a bunch of fucking shit and eat it? Yeah, I could just cook Molly. Make Molly after Molly. That's a lot of meat. Doctor. Doctor. Whatever, recycler done. Doctor. Where's the doctor?
I knew there was something wrong with her. I saw it. And I didn't do anything. Wait, what the hell happened to her? What does it look like? She's gone. Molly's gone.
No good. Expiring.
What? But why? I mean, no, that's not possible. There was never any problem with her.
I came to see her like I did every day, and she was just lying motionless, cold and stiff. That's just unthinkable. Such an innocent little being.
Yeah, poor thing. Never got
You
to see a
could have
real
ate,
meadow in her
bro.
short
You
life.
could have ate.
At least her life had meaning. She will
Land.
be remembered as the first living organism ever to be created with the use of rubidium.
She was our loyal companion on this journey. Let's at least honor her with a moment's silence. Here, here.
Should I remind you that we are in the kitchen? The place where food is prepared? The longer Molly is lying around in here, the higher the risk of contamination. He called her by her name. And he does have a point.
Remind me again why we needed the sheep?
Let's just decide what to do quickly and get back to work. This is taking too much time. Molly's been a part of this mission before any of us arrived. In a way, she paved the way for us. I say we bury her with honors.
You know what's the best thing about sheep? They're humble and simple. I don't think Molly would want us to make a fuss over
And
her.
they're tasty.
Still, we are talking
They're
about corporate property
fresh.
here. I say we put her in the freezer and take her back to Earth. Ally Corp scientists might be interested in her. But it's your call, Jan. You're the captain. What do you think?
I feel like if I choose that, they're all gonna be pissed. Decision. I don't want to freaking bury the fucking ship. It's kind of stupid.
We need to be rational about this. Cremate her corpse as quickly as possible and get back to our jobs. No. We can't do that.
What? Why not?
Don't you all remember what they said at training? If any member of the crew dies for an unknown reason, it is the duty of the scientist on board to carry out a post-mortem without delay.
Member of the crew?
She was a live being, and her cause of death is unknown. We should find out what really happened. We owe
Oh,
it to
yeah,
her,
you're right.
and to ourselves. And it's a mandatory procedure. Let's do it. Let's perform an autopsy and see what we can find out.
All right. I won't argue with procedures.
burden. Everyone's burden.
Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Huh. My old watch. The award we got for civil bravery. It was nice that someone appreciated our sacrifice. Civil bravery? Why? That boy at the contest. Yeah. That's when I realized how good it feels to help somebody.
Dude, this beard is
Thank you. Hey man, I can see you're bummed out. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. That's not true. Tell me what used to cheer you up. At home, I mean.
Not this shit again.
Cheer me up? Well, there was this elderly neighbor, that sweet granny type whose apartment always smelled of a freshly baked pie. I liked to visit her when I was feeling down. Listen to stories about her youth.
Yeah, let me make your grandma
grandchildren.
the pie.
There was so much kindness and empathy in her. You're happy when other people are happy. Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Yeah, like
who would
me.
want to be happy alone? We're social animals, after all. All done here. Should I help with this now? Want me to take a look there?
Get the fuck out of here. Oh no, it actually ends the day. Oh no. Oh,
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
oh boy.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
What's going on? dizzy.
What's going on? What the fuck was that?
Are you all right? What happened in the refinery? Wish I knew. I blacked out. I think there was a leak and I inhaled toxic fumes. You blacked out? You need some time to get better? A few minutes are more than enough, thanks.
Damn. Alright.
All done here. Should I help with this now?
Did they just want? I don't know. They were gonna die or something. Oh. Okay. Mission is not done. You cannot die on me.
Needs repairing. Should I work somewhere else for now? The module needs repairing. Should I work somewhere else for now?
You again.
Disable evacuation. Prohibited initiation.
How are you today?
Would you like me to go there? nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
God damn it. Didn't even know that motherfucker.
What is this? A new anomaly?
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something. Can't do this without resources. Should I move on to this now?
Where is this again? You and me?
You're never gonna believe what I found.
Let me guess. A time-distorting anomaly?
What? How did you know?
Well, considering the presence of this huge gravitational anomaly in this area and Frankov's calculations, I expected you to stumble upon one sooner or later. As you know, differences in gravitational potentials create the effect of time dilation. So, I just connected the dots. You could have done it as well, had you taken the time to stop and think.
I guess I was too busy discovering it.
Of course, the credit is yours. Now, tell me more about it.
Well, when I got inside this thing, it just, slowed me down while...
All around you, time seemed to speed up?
Yeah.
What a discovery, Jan. This is just getting more and more fascinating.
Well, it's pretty hard to get rid of. The closer I get to its core, the more time I lose on the outside.
Yes, but you're also approaching the center of its gravity, which means that the core should slow down and be an easier target.
Huh. Interesting. I'll think about that. Thanks. Hey, are you done with the post-mortem? Did you find Molly's cause of death?
Yes and no.
Don't you just love science? I know the direct cause of death, and it wasn't food poisoning.
No?
No, it was a severe brain hemorrhage.
What? Why?
That's the tricky part. Her brain looked changed. Part of it was covered with a strange, transparent film, like mutated tissue of some sort. Any ideas where this tissue came from? I don't know, Jan. I'm not a neurosurgeon, and I'm certainly not a veterinarian. Basic autopsy on a human being is all I'm trained to do. I ran a sample through our standard lab tests, and it doesn't fit any known results. So all I can tell you is this isn't any condition I could put a name on. This is not a satisfactory conclusion. We need to know more. I agree. We do know it wasn't the food nor bad air conditioning. However, there could be other external factors at play. This planet, the Interral. Who knows if the proximity plane doesn't interact with our reality in some ways we don't yet understand? We have no idea about the microbiome here, bacteria, maybe even viruses. Viruses? What are you saying? We should all get tested, just to be on the safe side. So, the technician was right when he urged us to examine the sheep. And we were right to listen to him. Now let's follow through. Okay. How do you want to proceed? MRI scanning. A simple procedure that will give us the first crucial answer. Is anything affecting our brains too? All I need from you is a simple upgrade of our infirmary. Think you can handle that? Okay. I'll take care of it right away. Excellent. We'll start the checkups immediately after it's ready. How are you
Looks like I'm
today?
done. Should I go there next?
Yeah, this thing is an expensive thing. Not having yet
that really it?
Are getting too much radiation.
Hey, Jan. Got a minute for me? Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Hey, you wanted to talk? Yeah. I wanted to thank you for getting me that exercise equipment again. You have no idea how it helped me to stay sane in here. But I was thinking, what if we built something everyone could benefit from? Great. I was hoping you'd suggest upgrading the refinery so you can be more efficient there. It's not just about work, Jan. I was thinking about something totally different.
How is that?
A whole
fucking
new
wrong?
module where we could work out. Spend our free time in a healthy way instead of playing beer pong or watching TV. Oh, okay. I'm not saying no. But you're not saying yes? I guess I'm saying maybe then. You know me. Glass half full. I can work very well with a maybe. Thanks.
All right.